Okay guys, let's get into this video. Today we are talking about my 5 top favorite witchy tools and why I love them so much. And then there is going to be a counterpart to this video coming up very soon, all about my top 5 witchy tools that I hate, that I don't use in my practice, and I think are not necessary and are a waste of money. I know a lot of people will think they are useful for themselves, but for me, I like to be very simple and minimalistic and practical, and still at the same time have a power and a punch to my workings. And over time, after I gotten over the whole initial excitement about tools and the collecting of things, and then really started to focus down on what really gets you results, especially for myself. These are the things that have really helped me to cultivate massive things and massive change in my life with the manifestations, the intentions that I have for myself. Number 1 is my most favorite thing in the entire world, and that's saying a lot because I love oils a lot, like a lot. But the number 1 thing that I love, even more so than oils, is herbs, and that, coming from a green Celtic witch, makes sense, doesn't it? So herbs are an amazing way to add a very powerful punch to your spells. And what can we make with herbs? Pretty much anything and everything. There are 2 things that I include herbs in with my tools, and they are 2 of the things that I have included in this video. Number 1 is my spell powders. So spell powders are a very practical way to pack a lot of intention and meaning into your spell work in a very small and condensed way, which is pre-made for a very general idea or energy that you want to tap into. And these are extremely powerful. You can use resins in them as well. I like to use a lot of different types of resins and whole herbs along with powdered herbs as well. So this is my Abundance Spell Powder, and this is by far one of my more favorite powders that I have made so far. It has many different ingredients in here, and this has been used in sachets and dollies and candle workings. I've added this into oils on top of many different things. Before I put the biodegradable glitter in here, I have been known to put it into my baths as well. So all of these things are natural and 100% body and skin safe, and these are extremely powerful, and you can use them if you're writing a letter in your spell, you can put it into the envelope. You can pack them into a dolly. You can do any number of things. You can scatter them around your apartment or your home. You can use it as a protection powder. You can use many different things. You can create protection powders. You can do banishing. You can do a binding or a domination powder. I've used domination powders before, and I actually carry one in my shop as well. I'm currently out at the moment, but that will be restocked on my page very soon. And powders are just a massive way to be able to create huge change in a very easy and simple way. And it's something that you can just grab after it's been pre-made and throw it into your spells, and you know it's going to work for your general energies. Number 2, after I mumbled on about it with the first half of this video, are oils. And oils are an amazing way that you can include on your skin, you can include in your bath. You must be careful. There are many different types of oils. There are conditioning oils, there are anointing oils, and there are oils that you really don't want to have on your skin that are not skin safe. So I'll do a video later on all about the different types of oils and how I make mine, and all of that, and how you can make your very own oils. and I might share 1 or 2 recipes on there with my own oils. Not all of it, of course, but the basis of making one. And this is my Bridget oil. It's my dedication oil to Bridget. It has that fire and water energy to it. I also feel it has that in-between liminal spaces energy, which is very her. So that's my one oil that I use to activate a connection with Bridget. I use it on her candles, I use it on my body. Everything on here is skin safe. I have crystals in here as well. Also perfume type of oils as well. So perfume type oils, they are scented and they're meant for the skin, and they're also meant for sensory type of activation. So they create a sensory vibe, and you remember that scent, and it activates your intention that way. So there's many, many different types of oils. Let me know if you want a very detailed video about that, and I can definitely do that, but that is on a list, is a video all about oils. Number 3 is my cauldron. My cauldron is used almost every day. This can be used for scrying. You can fill it with water and scry with it. You can do it in your home. You can do it under the moon. You can scry in the daylight if you like. I like it when it's really dark. You can do spells in this. This is a symbol of the mother energy, the maternal energy. This is the womb of which everything is birthed. So you can burn your petitions. You can use this as a vessel to hold your petitions and your spell work for a time until it manifests. You can burn herbs in it for cleansing and protection, or for just incense for meditations. You can do any number of things with a cauldron, and it's amazing. So you can do it for just the fun aesthetic of it, but for me, this is an invaluable piece of equipment, and it's something you definitely want to use and have if you are going to be doing anything that is regarding fire. So you want a fire-safe vessel for your spell work. So if you're going to be burning petitions or like herbs or any type of anything with fire, you want something that is a fire-safe vessel so that you are not catching fire to anything and you are as safe as possible. They can get quite hot, but they are amazing. So always make sure you're using the handle, especially after it's been used recently, because this gets very hot. So never grab it from the belly, but always grab it from the handle until it's cooled off. But this is one of my more favorite pieces of equipment, and I use it daily. My next favorite tool is tarot cards. You can use tarot cards for many different things. You can use them to read and divine from your ancestors or from your deities or from your higher self. They're also just a really great way to reflect internally and see what's going on the inside from yourself. So whatever you believe in, it works for anyone and everyone. And they're just a really great way to use beautiful artwork and spell work as well. So all of these cards, they all are a representation of different points and aspects in people's lives, like major events and minor events. And you can use different cards to manifest different spell work. And use the Magician or the Sun card. This one's been coming up for me quite a bit, and I've actually added this tarot card to an image on my phone, so it's my screensaver. The Sun card as well as the Magician card are my screensavers right now because I'm doing a spell work with tarot cards, tarot magic. So that's something also that you can do. So you can manifest with your cards as well. You can use them as a representation on your altar. You can put them into your technology so you see them all the time and are activating that manifestation. You can do many, many things with tarot cards. Oop, if you just flew out. Those aren't fun to look at. So I got the Seven of Swords and the Three of Wands. Some struggle might happen, maybe. Hopefully they just fell out for fun. just to mess with me. My tarot deck is very sassy, if you don't know. And then the last thing I find super valuable as a tool is actually sigils. And I just recently did a sigil video on my channel, so if you've not yet seen that, definitely go and check it. It'll be in the description box below or on the link on the card above. And that is all about how you can create your sigils and different ways to do it and how I do it. And I walk you through a tutorial on it, as well as there's some back history on the sigil and how it came to be, and basically how sigils are everywhere. So yeah, that is my top 5 favorite witchy tools. They're very minimalistic and they're easy to fit into anybody's workings without having to spend a lot of money, and they add a lot of value. Herbs can be used in anything and everything. You can use them in your cooking, you can use them in your herbal baths, in like teas for drinking. You can use them in powders that I use to make my spell powders like I do. You can use them in your oils, so they're extremely versatile. And you can get culinary herbs that can be used for almost anything, so you can ingest them as well as add them into spell powders. Just make sure that you know what the herbs are, because not all herbs are ingestible and are not culinary grade. So make sure you know what you're purchasing. I get all of mine from an apothecary, and anything that is not edible I keep in a separate part of my house. So for example, my Damiana, that can actually trigger trips. So it's used and drank in a tea actually for that purpose, but it's something I don't want to have mixed into my everyday workings unless I know that's what I'm grabbing it for. So I keep it put away so I don't accidentally grab it when I'm just in a flow. So that's something to keep in mind for sure. Every week I post a video about either witchcraft, paganism, the occult, or the paranormal, and then once a week I am hoping to start doing a more fun video where I'm just kind of like giving you guys some of my internal dialogue, what I'm thinking, some of the ramblings and creative flow that I have on all of these types of things, and use it as a way to spark, you know, some creativity and maybe spark some thought forms for yourself. So I am going to be here a lot more often. If you guys like the videos that I make sure you subscribe down in the subscription box below, as well as hit the notification bell so you don't miss out, and hit the like and share button. You guys have no idea how much this really helps my channel out, especially being a smaller channel right now. It really helps the lessons get out that I'm trying to teach, and help me build a community that I would love to build. That's my dream here, is to be able to build a community of pagans and witches and alchemists, and be able to talk about the occult and the paranormal and witchcraft and paganism. So if you are one of those people who would like to have that type of community, make sure you subscribe and share with your fellow like-minded friends. Let me know what are some of your favorite witchy tools. I would love to know what those are, and kind of like start getting some creative things going here. Tools can be amazing, but we don't want to be owned by them. So my next video is coming up really soon, all about my 5 least favorite witchy tools and the reason why I don't like them and why I will not purchase them. So I will see you guys in the next video, and I love you so very much. Stay wicked, and I'll see you later. Bye!